All right, so here's 13 sales I made on Facebook Marketplace using the new shipping option, and I made just under $2,000. So this first thing is a Nuji Pong machine. What you do is you set it up at the end of your table, and it's literally just like a robot that you can program to practice and play with you. There's different speeds, different drills, and whatever. I picked this up for 20 bucks, and it actually ended up not shooting the balls correctly. Even broken, this still sold for $450 in less than a month. So one of my biggest sales to date. This next item is a CB radio. With these, just make sure you look up the model numbers on them. Some are worthless, some obviously aren't. I originally had mispriced this, but after a few people messaged me letting me know that I had listed it as the wrong model number, I relisted it for $150 and it sold just a couple days later. I'm sure there's ways you could test these. It was just easier for me to get it listed and listed as untested rather than have it sit in a pile forever waiting to be tested, which is just gotta know yourself, I guess. So I listed this. This is a dog wheelchair, and I listed it on the low end of the market just because I didn't like the idea of a dog out there not being able to have it that needed it because of money issues. I did end up getting a no questions asked. Somebody just bought it full asking price about a week later. Everything just folded up nicely into this box right here, and I believe I paid $25 for it. And I also shipped it in that box. Here are a pair of vintage folding chairs. The aluminum frame and the woven webbing, this stuff, people just like that nostalgic retro look. Don't be afraid of shipping these. I'll link a video for my channel showing how I ship these. But even if you just wanted to sell them locally, they still sell pretty well. And I picked these up for $5 a piece. This is just an overhead projector. I think I got it for $20 at the local auction, and it sold within just a couple days. This is a blow mold Santa Claus. Blow molds are good money. I had 3 different Christmas ones. I had a Santa, a Frosty, and a Jesus. I'd been putting off listing them for over 2 years for whatever reason. And when I finally got them listed, they all 3 sold within less than 2 weeks. People are afraid of shipping these, but because their size, I guess, but they're so light, you can ship them for under 20 bucks and they're almost indestructible. I have a video on how to ship those as well that I'll link below. These are terrible pictures, but it's just a security system. I got it from a store in the mall that was going out of business. $2 into 120. So quick flip. I think it sold within a week. These Lewis and Clark: The New Adventures of Superman. I got these at the local auction. I got like 50 seasons of different TV shows for $1 a piece. These are seasons 1, 3, and 4. Sold for $80 within just a couple weeks. So this is a Black & Decker automatic jar opener. With these, I won't pick them up used anymore. I feel like every thrift store has at least one of these things in them. They just don't sell for enough when they're used, and they take way too long to sell, in my opinion, and for me personally. Brand new, however, is a different story. I picked this up for $10 and it sold for $80. It did take 2 or 3 months, but still not bad. This is a vintage waffle maker, and I haven't really figured out, if one brand is better than the other or what makes one sell for more. Except I think that the ones that see like how this has 4 different slots, so it'll make 4 waffles. It seems like those do better than the ones that just make the individual waffles or the round waffles. And also the chrome is really, people are into the chrome. Pick that up for maybe $5 if that. I don't keep these in my store very long at all. They sell very fast. This is a Vitamix. It's just a blender top. I paid $1.99 for it. And then this next listing is also a Vitamix, just a different model. I just got this this last weekend for $40 at a garage sale. It sold 2 days later for $180. I actually should have held out for a little bit more. I don't know. I wasn't thinking. But if I could have got more for this, Vitamix is definitely a brand you should get to know if you don't know it. Oh, actually, one more thing I want to say on these. Make sure to check because, like, these carafes, the base says Vitamix on it, but the carafes or the pitchers, from what I've seen so far, don't say Vitamix anywhere on them. So you kind of just have to get familiar with what they look like, and Google Lens is always your friend as well. But those pieces do sell by themselves for good money. And last is a pair of Tony Lama boots. Tony Lama is a great brand in general, and these being size 13 just increase their value that much more. I paid $15 max for these at the thrift store, and they sold for $115. I do just want to point out that everything I showed was just a highlight reel. I definitely have days where I don't sell anything at all. So I want to make sure everybody realizes also that whatever dollar amount the title says is before cost of fees, the cost of goods, the cost of shipping. So by no means is that all profit, and I don't want to make it seem that way. If you want to see more content like this, feel free to subscribe, and that's it for now. Thanks for watching.